White, and I am here live from Huntington Beach, California, to plank around with you this afternoon. I apologize in advance. I did not mic up today, so there might be a little echoing in here, but I'm still working on the mic situation, so bear with me. But today, I'm going to take you through a pretty intense workout for your core. And if you are a beginner, don't let that scare you off in terms of working these muscles, because as I always say, you're only a beginner once. So I want to welcome all of you in social media land, whether you are on Facebook or you're checking this out later on YouTube, because this is will be a recorded video. But I want to welcome you all to the Life Pro training page. And we today are going to go through a bunch of different planks. I literally have about 20 different exercises. There's so many ways to plank. That's why I kind of called it a planking potpourri, because there's a little bit of everything. Some things are kind of spicier than others. Some are a little bit sweeter than others, but they're all doable. I was reading doing a little research the other day about planks and how long should you hold a plank? Well, some people say 30 seconds. Some people say, a minute, 2 minutes. And here's the deal. Don't be hard on yourself. Just work on good form, because over time, good form will give good results. One thing I always hear from everybody that starts in planks, if they're doing the full high plank, I call it. The high plank is where your arms are straight versus the elbow planks. People feel it in their wrists. And there are a couple reasons you feel in your wrists. First of all, it might be that you don't have a lot of wrist flexibility. And I have a video. It's not a Life Pro video. I don't think it is. But I have a video on my YouTube channel that's a little 15-minute workout on getting wrist flexibility and strength. And I think I might have done one also on the Life Pro page or the library. But in any case, wrist flexibility is super important, because if you cannot get that angle, it's going to be pretty intense because you're tight. Now, the second reason why people feel it in their wrists is because they're dumping. They're dumping all their weight in their hands. And you see my shoulders are rounded? They're not using these muscles underneath. These muscles, the pushing muscles, the push away muscles, they're known as the serratus anterior, the teres minor. But don't worry about anatomy. Just know that there are other muscles, pushing muscles, that should be used to take you out of this weight bearing in your wrists. But it takes time. I'm going to just chat for a few more minutes, and then I'm going to get you into the workout. One thing I want you to be aware of, whether it is a high plank where you're with your hands on the platform or the floor or whatever product, is that you are in external rotation in the upper arm bone. So if you take your hands like this right now, do that, and turn out from your shoulder joint. If you keep turned out, hold on to the arm bone and just turn your wrist, you're going to feel that external rotation. So when I turn my elbows in, my fingertips still point forward, but my shoulders are back, and then I'm connecting back here. But if my elbows are out to the side and I'm turned inward, it's going to be a lot of pressure on my wrists. But if I turn outward, can you see my shoulder blades coming back? That's where my strength is. My core, from my upper rectus abdominis down to the pubic bone, the rectus abdominis itself, all my back muscles, my obliques, my QLs, my multifidus, all these muscles are working, and you might eventually fatigue in your wrist, but over time, it will be better. And if you are old like me, you have arthritis happening in your body. So remember what we all say: motion is lotion, movement is medicine. We want to get everything moving. But in a plank, we're pretty stable, so it can be pretty intense in the beginning. But practice makes progress, makes results happen. So today I have, and I'll send this workout to you guys. If you're interested, just type in the word workout in the chat, and I'll send the workout to you. I'll message you it or put it in the chat later on if you're interested in the series. But what I've done is I have a timer, and I'm going to go 30 seconds per exercise. And I think the best thing to do, because I have 20 exercises, I'm going to take a little break in between 30 seconds. So just a little transitional change, just to take a little load off, because it's pretty intense. Now, pick out the ones that are easier and start with those. And then the ones that are a little more challenging, bring them on in. Bring them on in and just kind of work to that point where you can hold it for 30 seconds and then move on to the next one. So have fun with it. You know, this is all about us getting stronger and fit. It is never too late to have a strong core. Trust me when I say that. I work with people of all different ages, men and women. It is all about consistency, practice, and good form. So let's begin. I have 3 different pieces of equipment today. I have my Waver Mini. I have I took one of the mats and I cut a mat on top of it just to have some softness here. I've said in other videos, and I can attach the link for the earlier videos I did with planking. You could always put towels under the heel of your hands. I'm not going to do that today. This is not really a beginner workout. I also have the Aeroflex 4-in-1 step, but I have it on the dome. So there's going to be some serious shoulder core work with the dome. And then I also have the Horizon Balance Trainer, and I will do it dome side down, flat side up. Okay? So if you got any questions, put them in the chat. Once I start working, I'm probably not going to take too many breaks to chat with you guys, but let me know where you're tuning in from. Say hello. It's good to know that you guys are out there watching this, or you're going to watch it later. So stick around for the next 20 minutes or so, because we're going to start rocking and rolling. Okay, so I've got my vibration platform. I'm going to turn it on. Maybe. Let's get the plug in place. That would help. There we go. Hold the line. There we go. I have so many cables back here. That's it. Okay. There we go. All right. So power on. I'm going to go in manual mode. And I'm going to take my vibration to about 40. Okay, so let's go to a basic elbow plank starting now. I'm externally rotating, palms are up. You can start with a hover of the knees to get used to this. Watch you don't drop your head. Pull your chin in and pull your shoulders back. Once you get used to this, you can straighten the legs out. Feel like there's a ball between your legs and you're squeezing your thigh bones together. Take a couple breaths in and out, and this is your basic elbow plank. Now you can just come down to the ground for a second, stretch it out, and we're going to go into marching planks. So I'm on elbows in, knees up. I'm going to lift one leg and the other. I'm not lifting high because I don't want my hips to shift. I'm going to keep pushing my forearms down, pulling my shoulders back, keeping my chin tucked in, and breathing. Long line from the crown of the head to the heel, and my tailbone is tucked under here. I don't want my butt to stick up. And then I'm going to come down. So that was 30 seconds. Big breath in and out. Reset. Forearms up. Now, as Spider-Man, knee comes to the side and back. And exhale. So there's a little rotation in my hips. I'm pulling in. My butt doesn't come up. And here. And breathe. Keep pulling the shoulders back. Keep pushing down the forearms. I have my thumbs pointing out. I'll do one more each side. These are getting intense. And come down and stretch. Just give yourself a little stretch. Now the next one is a thread the needle. I'm going to go on my side plank here first. So let's start with the side plank. Let's talk about this first. Maybe I'll do this first, okay? I'm going to reach the arm up and I come underneath and lift, okay? That's your basic side plank, threading the needle. Think about where my elbow and shoulder is. Now I'm going to add on to this here. I'm going to tuck under and lift up. Exhale under and up. We've got two sides to do. Tuck under, rotating the hips back, chest down, and then chest forward, eyes up. I'll do one more, then I'll go to the other side. And back. So I'm going to come down, turn to the side. You're going to see that my backside, I hope my feet are clean. I think they are, I just washed them. Okay, so hips, long line, head to toe, reach up, and I tuck under. Using my obliques, and under, getting the feel for the side. It might be a little different. Then I take legs stacking, come up, and down. Inhale up, exhale down. Stretch, lift the ribs. I got a few more of these. One more. And down. And then straighten up and stretch out. That was thread the needle. Okay, we're back. We're still on elbows, right? We're going to go into knee tucks. Forearm plank, one knee in, other knee in. Now this is where the butt will want to come up, and I'm going to keep my hips tucked under. Lengthen out. I'm going to say it again. Don't drop your head. Maybe look about a foot or two in front of the platform. Hug the knee in. There's a little tuck of the tailbone. I'm going to do two more each way. One more each way. And back down. And lift, lengthen out. Next one is called hip drops. Okay, so we're here. Now I'm going to just turn and drop my hip down and turn. When I drop my hip, I want to push into my shoulder. I don't want to dump my shoulder. I'm just doing the hip, lift, and round. It's little. The belly button pulls up, tailbone tucks. Breath is super important here. Exhale, turn. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, turn. You'll see my feet turn a little bit, but I don't want my thighs to turn. I want my pelvis to turn. One more each way. And then lengthen out. Big stretch. So I'm going to go back to a side plank here to give you some options. I set up for the weave the needle, right? So here's our basic plank. Shoulders pulled back, push up. Feel like there's a rope around your waist. Okay, so this is where you can start, and you can just do a few of these. You can even lift and lower, okay? I'm going to stay on the side a little longer. Then I can come here, and I can lift and lower. I can stack, and I can even stack this way. You can see I kind of lost my balance on that a bit, and just hold it up. So there's our side options. Okay, there are lots of different ones. Let me do the other side. You can see me from behind. So I just started with my basic stretch. Get the shoulders away from the ears. Lift and lower the leg. You can start adding arms to it. Then I can scissor my legs. Arms can move. Ribs are lifted. I can start stacking my legs, lifting up. Then I can add the leg lift, or I can go into what I call side tree. You decide which way you want to go with it and have fun. Okay, so that's our side plank with options. Okay, this one is kind of a more onto the high plank, so I'm gonna stay on my arms long, extra rotation into the shoulder joint, lift up. I'm gonna tap one shoulder, then the other. Now I don't let my hips move too much. So when I tap my right shoulder, I'm pushing my left leg. When I tap my left shoulder, I'm pushing into my right leg. Okay, so you don't want a lot of body movement. You can have your legs wider, that'll help you to keep brace through this. This is the high plank with shoulder taps. These actually feel easier after all those elbow planks. Elbow planks are, I feel, are much more effective for getting your shoulder girdle stronger. I get a little more chest muscles in the elbow planks. One more each side. And then come on down and stretch. Okay, from this high plank, we're gonna go into a side plank. A little trickier, okay? High plank, hand in the middle, side plank. Come back to center, high plank to side plank. I'm gonna try to rotate evenly here without pausing in the middle. Come into the middle, switch, and reach. Feet turn, legs turn, hips turn, torso turns. Nice and long line. Today, I took my husband to a Pilates class. It's his 10th one. I'm so proud of him. It was at 6 o'clock in the morning. So I've done my core workout. This is just a bonus. One more each way. 30 seconds goes by pretty quick. And then come on down. So my last one on the waiver is going to be my suicides, okay? High plank. Okay, I have my feet about as wide as my shoulders. Abs are pulled in. I'm gonna come down on the elbow, down on the elbow. Oh, my platform just stopped. Let me just quickly turn it back on. Okay. So then I come up, up. Now left elbow, left hand, right hand. Right elbow, left hand, left hand. Left elbow, left hand, right hand. Right elbow, left elbow, right hand. I have to say it out loud, otherwise I'll forget what side I'm on. These are tough, guys. I almost forgot what side I was on. Okay, just a few more. Trying to keep the hips still. Let's do one more each side. Down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, and stretch. Okay, from here, come down to your knees. Take a little rest. Actually, while I'm here, let's go into these just for the heck of it because it's going to feel good. High plank, okay? And then shift back to downward facing dog. Stretch out your lats. Round your spine. But the last thing to come forward is your head. And lengthen. Breathe in. Hike the hips up first. Lift the heels. Look toward your knees. Push the hands forward. And then round the spine. Pull the belly in. Round over the shoulders. And lengthen. Big breath in. Hips lift high, push into the platform. Up on the tippy toes, you can straighten your legs. I keep her push your heels down if you have the length in your hamstrings. Lift the heels up, round your spine like a big wave. One more of these. These feel really good. Take a breath. Push away from the platform, lift the hips high, and roll it forward and around. So yeah, we basically got about 10 minutes or so 10, 12 minutes of planks in a very short period of time. I just looked at I put my core workout in. I was like, yeah, heart rate comes up very little, but it's not really a heart rate game. It's really a strength game. So just relax your shoulders. Now that might be a workout in itself. You do your aerobics one day. You don't do weight training, but you want to do core. Okay. So if you're doing your cardio, do some core. I think you should do core every day, and that 10 minutes is going to be pretty intense and pretty thorough. But take it to levels that feel good for you. If anything doesn't feel right, skip it or text me, private message me. I can go walk through the moves for you, explain some things. You can send me a video, and I can help you analyze what you're doing wrong in it if you feel your neck or shoulders, because you shouldn't feel anything in your neck. You should feel all of your core. Okay, I'm gonna shut this guy off. Take a little break here. Move my platform out of the way. And now we're gonna go into the Aeroflex stuff. Now this is gonna be a little more challenging. I'm not gonna kid you. I've got it on the dome, okay? If you want to go on the half moons, you can, but I'm gonna do a few around the world, and that's hard to do unless you're on the dome. There's a lot more shoulder stability that's needed in this. This is a great workout to get stronger in your shoulder joints. So then you could start pumping your kettlebells, your dumbbells, and have a more effective workout. So let's see. We're going to start with a high plank and hold it. What I love about this guy is that I can put the heel of my hands on the sides here. And see, my elbows are pointing forward, so I'm in external rotation already. I like that idea, okay? So kind of find your center point. My shoulders are over my wrist. They might come back a little bit, but be careful you don't go too far back on this, okay? Keep shoulders over the wrists, okay? Curl your toes under, and then let's just hover here. Hold that. Now you'll find one side will be a little more stronger than the other, and that's okay. You can hover into this hold. I'm not going to turn my head too much because that changes things. And then you can walk out and find your high plank hold. Now I want you to feel like there's a rope around your waistline, and it's sucking you up to the sky. And see the space between my shoulder blades? I'm not dumping. I'm pushing right between my shoulder blades. I'm pushing up to the ceiling. And that's my high plank hold. From here, I'm going to go forward and back. Watch my heels. I roll forward and back. I come in front and back. So forward and back. Again, we're doing 30 seconds of this, and I didn't take a break from the high plank hold to this. So hang out with me. All the way on the tippy toes and back. We'll take a break in 10 seconds. Head forward, heels back. 5 seconds. And come on down. Just take weight off your hands for a second. So that was our high plank front to back. Okay. Now, find your setup again. Pull the shoulders back. Hover the knees and walk back. Now I'm going to go side to side. Okay, watch it. You don't squish your fingers. See how my fingers spread out here? One side and then the other. This is a little more risky because you're relying on one side than the other, but it's only 30 seconds. Last 10 seconds. 5 seconds. And coming down. Okay. So I'm going to go into a saw on this one. Watch how I use my hands. I'm spreading my fingers wide. Okay. It's my index finger and my thumb that are on the platform. My other fingers are kind of spread out. I'm going to find my center. Okay. Now, I want to just saw my body forward and back. I'm trying to keep stable here. Let me get a little different grip on this. I want to be in the center here. Yeah, there you go. Okay, forward and back. It's my body that's coming forward and back. The Aeroflex isn't moving, or not very much. forward and back. So suck up into the belly and back. These are called saws. They're little shoulder blades gliding forward and back. Just a few more. Reach your head through an imaginary hole. And last one. And down. So it's a little bit risky, so go ahead and push your knuckles down on the ground, get your shoulders forward, then slide them back. And get a nice big wrist stretch. Those can also be done on the Waver Mini as well. The saws, but not so much with the front and back tilts. That's the beauty of this guy here, okay? So now, I'm going to bring out my horizon. And this is kind of simulating the Aeroflex. So I use the dome side down. I have a bigger base. My dome is far bigger than this little guy here. So that's going to give me more surface. However, I've got to be on my wrists. So you're pulling shoulders back, okay? Let me change my screen a little bit. We're going to do around the clocks. We can do those on the Aeroflex, but we can do them here. Okay, first find your center, okay? Shoulders over the wrists. Walk out. And I'm going to tilt forward, side, toward me and around, okay? We'll do 15 seconds in one direction. It's just my shoulders. I'm trying to keep my hips still, my legs still. I'm pushing from under the armpits. And then I'm going to reverse it. Back and around. This side feels stronger for some reason. Tip forward, tip side, tip in and away. Just a few more. And back down. And take a little stretch. So I did knee tucks and I did Spider-Man on the vibration platform. I'm going to do mountain climbers, okay? Reset. And again, if it feels your wrists are getting too much, put a little padding, put a little washcloth underneath each one, okay? Draw the shoulders back. Set yourself up. Okay, mountain climber. Right knee, left knee. Now, if it's too much, you can bring right foot in, left foot in. Okay, that's option. Or just hold and hold. See if you can get that elbow right to the, or knee right to the elbow. Hit your target. Keeping the shoulders right over the wrists. Head doesn't drop. Yeah, these are getting tougher. 5 more seconds. Last one. And release. Okay. I'm going to take a high plank to a downward dog. We did this on the vibration platform, so let's do it here. Okay. Set it up. I'm going to shift back and shift over. These are just kind of almost like a rest period. Shift back and over. Now, can you do this on your elbows? We can sure try, right? Here we go. High plank, downward dog, and over. Yeah, I might as well throw that in, right? Back. I kind of turn my thumbs out. One more. And back. Okay, I've got one more exercise. So this is about, so far I've been live with you guys for about 25 minutes or so. And so this is almost a 20-minute workout without my chatter. High plank jacks, vibration platform, or the Horizon balance trainer. One leg out, then the other. That's option one. Let me get the platform out of the way. Okay, one out, and then the other. Not as impactful, right? Otherwise, we can out and in, out, in. I can do that with the mountain climbers. I can go quickly too. I didn't. I think it's a lot more core control. This is a little more intense on the shoulders. So remember, we can always go out and out. One more each way. And done. Oh, baby. Shake everything out. Stretch out your wrists the other way. And then take a little break. Since we have the Horizon balance trainer in front of me, and we were doing a lot of pushing, take advantage of the dome. Hold your head, elbows forward. And then my back is getting a support in the spine with the side of the dome. I'm going to open and close my elbows. I'm pressing my ribs down. Oh, I have my little mic. See, I try to use my mic today. Here's the head of it. I try to use that mic. I'll figure it out, guys. I'll figure out how to mic up yet. And then once I have this stretch, I'm just going to open up my arms, big circles, out and around, get some blood flow into the shoulder joints. If your head doesn't rest on the dome, and it should rest, put a towel underneath your head so it'll prop you up a little bit. You might not have just enough. Your traps might be tight, your pecs might be tight, and your head won't go back. So over time it will, the more you work on it. Take a big stretch here, hands behind the head. We're going to roll up nice and slow. Grab on a knee and come on up. So let's just do a couple more shoulder stretches here. I'm going to give myself a hug, one over the other, lifting elbows up and rotate left and right. Just a gentle little stretch. Open up wide and then cross over again. Lift and lower. And then take your hands in front, thumbs down, tuck your chin, shake your head no and yes. Lift the head up, take a big stretch. Bend to one side. We worked a lot in the side body here, pushing away, so stretch those stabilizers. Switch the other hand, tuck the chin, push away. I'm going to stretch between my shoulder blades, abs in. Arm comes up, head comes up, and then we do our side bending again. Hips are heavy. Put your hands behind your head and just support your head as you look back. Tuck the chin to the chest. And back again. Whew, yeah, so let me look at my clock here. That was about 30 minutes of exercises. I see there's a couple people in the chat. Let's see, it's Vicky. Yeah. Oh, so Vicky, I'm sorry you can't bend your big toe. I crushed all three of these toes. I can extend, but I can't bend, so I feel for you, girl. Do the best you can. Maybe keep shoes on, and that might be helpful rather than being barefoot on this. I just chose to be barefoot, so you can definitely wear shoes. A lot of times when I do my core work, especially Pilates, I'm barefoot. I just don't want that extra weight on my feet. But if you guys have any questions, please text me or send me a video of what you're doing, and I'm happy to look at it, analyze it, and give you some tips. And if you're on the Life Pro VIP page, those of you that are part of the family, I just posted yesterday the updated library of all the lives I've done over the past several years. There's over 200 videos. So there's 200 ways that you can exercise with Life Pro products, whether it's the vibration platforms, the dumbbells, the Aeroflex, the Horizon balance trainer, the glute blaster. I didn't bring all my toys, but I did bring the Sculpt trainer, the Roman chair Sculpt trainer, and I will put a workout on that. That's my husband's favorite piece of equipment for his core work. But now that he's doing Pilates, I think that might change because there's so many ways to work your core. I hope this was a helpful video for you all. Be sure to catch Amber's workout. She's doing 50 plus workouts that look like they're a lot of fun. And Debbie's got some toning series that looks awesome as well. We're all here to help you to live fit and age well. And remember, it's never too late and you're never too old. So I'll look forward to seeing you next week. I'm here for 2 or 3 more weeks. So I'm going to work out with you guys here. please make sure you join me on Amazon. I'm going to be on Amazon Friday or Saturday. I'm not really sure. We brought the Leave It Chill XL tub, and we haven't put it outside yet because we've been diving into the ocean, and that's a cold plunge for sure. But we're going to practice tomorrow. We're going to put it together and practice, and my husband can't wait to try it. So I'm going to be featuring the Leave It Chill XL on Amazon. So join me, please, and see ways that we work out together as a couple and have fun at the same time. So thanks you guys so much for visiting us here at Life Pro. I'm so grateful to be part of the family, and I'm so glad you're here too. If you're new to Life Pro, welcome aboard. If you're thinking about Life Pro, don't put it off. Be part of our family of fit friends. Bye for now.